friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have prepared for you some DIY rustic farmhouse Valentine's decor. I hope you will like it. Let's get started. For the first project, I'm going to be using this wooden heart that came from the Dollar Tree. First, I'm removing the cord on the top. And then I'm taking my Rust-Oleum chalk paint in a linen white color, and I am painting, or actually heavily distressing, that top part of the heart. When I was done with this one, I am taking the Waverly wax in antique white color, and I am going over the second section of this heart. Now, I realized that I was doing over here with the brush, and previously I was using the sponge paintbrush, and it is way easier to do it with it. So that's just my recommendation to use a sponge brush. Next, I took this Waverly chalk paint in a linen white color, then a red acrylic paint, and Waverly chalk paint in a color mineral. I mix it together to get this beautiful purplish lavender pink color. So I am going over the third section with this color, and then I'm using wet wipe while it's still wet to take off most of it. I just wanted that very subtle tint of that pinkish color to be on it. And for the bottom one, I am using the white paint as well. Now I'm taking this jute twine that came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be wrapping around at those wooden parts, as you can see, that are peeking through behind the hard parts. So I am wrapping it a few times, and then I am hot gluing it in the back, and I'm doing the same thing with all of them. This is how it looks like when it's all done. And now I am taking this folk art wood tint that came from Joann's, and it is in a color gray, and I am trying out what works better, sponge brush or a regular brush, and I realized it depends what you want. I think for me, sponge brush worked way better. So I am just making it the way I want, and just wiping it off right after. Then for the second part where I have the antique wax, I just went over a little bit with the white paint to make it more distressed. And then for the pinkish part, I'm using the antique wax to make it look more rustic. Now that I'm done with all of these, I'm taking this boxwood pick that I got from Walmart for 98 cents, and I'm taking two little pieces that I'm going to hot glue on top of this heart. And then I am taking this burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to just make a bow. First, I'm taking one part and just folding it in the back, and then folding it in the middle like I'm showing over here, taking a little piece of jute twine and then tying it in the back. Super simple bow. And then I am taking another part, and I wanted to actually create the tails for it. So I was just folding it in the middle, trying to create nice looking tails. And when I was happy with it, I tried to put it on my heart and realized it's going to be just too long. So I decided to leave it out and just put my bow on top, and those two twine tails, put it down, twine ends, I put it down to look like tails, and that's it for this project. I think I love this project the most. You'll see the rest of them, but this one is definitely my favorite. I absolutely love how everything turned out. I love the rustic feel to it, different textures, different colors, and I like that little green part on top of it. I just love everything about it. Tell me what you think. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jelena. I love doing DIYs and crafting. I always love doing it, and now I'm so happy that there is this platform that I can share my projects with you. I love a rustic farmhouse style, and if that's something that you like as well, I would like for you to stick around my channel, watch my other videos, and hopefully you'll like them enough to stay and subscribe. If you're on a social media, I am on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. just come and say hi. Most of my time I am on Instagram, where I share more of my DIY tutorials, my projects, and some about my life and my kids, what they do. And just come and say hi. I would like to get to know you. For the second project, I'm going to be using this sign that came from Dollar General for $1. I already reused it a few times. And now I'm going to just draw a heart with a pencil, just freehand a heart. And first I started using my X-Acto knife to cut it out. I thought it will be easier since this is a cardboard sign, but it wasn't as easy. So I decided to go ahead and get my scissors and just cut it all out. And honestly, it's way better with scissors, way easier. So the part that I did just with scissors, it had cleaner lines than the one that I did with X-Acto. But anyway, when I was done cutting it out, I am using this sanding block that came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just sanding it all the way around. I wanted the edges to be smooth, but also to look distressed because I wanted this to look like it was made out of wood. Now I'm creating little dots down the middle on both sides, and then I'm going to use X-Acto knife first, and then to poke the hole, and then I'm using the scissors to make it bigger, and then a punch hole hole puncher to punch a hole through it. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing all throughout, all the way down the line. So when I was done with all of them, this is how it all looks like. And now I'm going to go ahead and get this folk art wood tint in a color gray that I got at Joann's, and my sponge brush, and I'm just going to go over it. Now I decided this time not to wipe it off because I really liked the way these lines turned out. It really looked nice and rustic. Now I'm taking this Waverly chalk paint in a color truffle, and I will go over these the perimeter of these holes. I wanted them to look enhanced, and also I went all the way around the edges of the heart. Now that I was done with this part, I am taking the white rope that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I cut out 6 little pieces, and then I am pulling ends through these holes, and I'm hot gluing it in the back. So that way this heart pieces are going to be connected with the cord. So you see what I'm doing over here. And then after all the pieces were done and glued together, this is how it looks like. And that is it for this project. This project turned out so cute. I like how different it is, but also the same, has the same rustic style that I like, but is different because of the shape, because it's cut in the middle and has that rope. I really like the feel that it gives. Again, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to remind you that my regular upload times are Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, unless I participate in some collaboration or challenge, and I'm going to let you know in advance if that happens. And now for my third project, I'm going to be using these painter sticks that came from Lowe's, and I already used them for my previous project. I actually painted them with a mix of this white chalk paint and dark gray paint, acrylic paint, and I actually, when it was dry, I dry brushed it with the white paint. And you see that one end of these painter sticks have a little curved piece, which I don't mind, and I mixed them up like so it looks like fun. It doesn't really look like it has a hole. Now I am just adding little pieces of large craft sticks on the back, hot gluing it, and that way these painter sticks will be kept in place. Now I am first drawing a heart, and then I am also drawing writing word love. I'm using this white rope that came from Hobby Lobby for $3.99, and actually I used the coupon, so it's a pretty good deal. And I am hot gluing this rope on top of the letters, so L, V, and E. And then you will see later what I'm gonna do with the heart. When I was done with the letters, I took all my white and off-white buttons that I had on hand, and I am hot gluing them, filling out that heart shape. Now that my sign is almost done, I am just adding the same rope on the back of the sign, creating a mini handle or loop, and that's it for this product. It is so simple to make, but I really think it is super cute and gives kind of a statement because of those buttons and the texture of the rope. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe. I would love to have you on my channel. When you click on notification bell on, make sure you click on all, so that way you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.